größte Besitz auf dieser Welt aber ist das eigene Volk. Und für dieses Volk und um dieses Volk wollen wir ringen und wollen wir kämpfen und niemals erlahmen und niemals ermüden und niemals verzagen und niemals verzweifeln.
Hitler rose to power in 1919. Germany was struggling from hyperinflation and looked for a leader to take them out of these harsh times. Hitler was a charismatic intellectual leader who made the German people feel great again. He changed the name of the German Workers' Party to the National Socialistic German Workers' Party, called for short the Nazi Party.
He encouraged national pride, militarism, and a commitment to the Volk and a racially pure Germany. Hitler condemned the Jews exploiting anti-Semitic feelings that had prevailed in Europe for centuries.
Erstens, sie wollte eine wahrhaftige Weltanschauungspartei sein. Und zweitens, sie wollte daher kompromisslos die einzige Macht und alleinige Macht in Deutschland.
In 1923, Hitler attempted to overthrow the local authorities, but failed and was thrown in jail and charged with treason. In prison, Hitler wrote his book Mein Kampf, or My Struggle, published in 1925. The book detailed Hitler's radical ideas of German nationalism, anti-Semitism, and anti-Bolshevism. Hitler's book became the ideological base for the Nazi Party's racist beliefs and murderous practices. After Hitler was released from prison, he formally resurrected the Nazi Party.
Through the use of the SA, a propaganda arm that became known for its strong-arm tactics of street brawling and terror, and the SS, which was established as an elite group with special duties, Hitler created this mass movement.
In 1929, the Great Depression began and brought a series of worldwide economic, social, and psychological consequences. And in 1930, there were new elections and the Nazi Party won an important victory, capturing 18.3% of the vote to make it the second largest party in the Reichstag. In the election of July 1932, the Nazi Party won 37% of the Reichstag seats thanks to a massive propaganda campaign.
For the next 6 months, the most powerful German leaders were embroiled in a series of desperate political maneuverings. Ultimately, these major players severely underestimated Hitler's political abilities. In January of 1933, Hitler was appointed German Chancellor, and his Nazi government soon came to control every aspect of German life. Under Nazi rule, all other political parties were banned.
Wir sind intolerant. Ich habe mir ein Ziel gesteckt, nämlich die 30 Parteien aus Deutschland hinauszufegen.
Between 1935 and 1939, the English PM Neville Chamberlain used a tactic of appeasement with Nazi Germany. Appeasement in a political context is the diplomatic policy of making political or material concessions to an enemy power in order to avoid conflict. Adolf Hitler's Germany grew too strong to the judgment that they had no alternative and acted in Britain's best interest.
We regard the agreement signed last night and the Anglo-German naval agreement as symbolic of the desire of our two peoples never to go to war with one another again.
Some of the factors that made the German military so incredibly powerful were better tactics, better training, better army discipline / morale, better command structure, and better weaponry, aircraft, faster tanks, etc. Germany developed numerous weapons during the war, including the first assault rifle in the world. Also, German tanks of the second half of the war often outclassed all Allied tanks and proved very hard to destroy. German tanks had the most armor and often larger and stronger guns than Allied tanks. When looking at military and technological advances, the Nazis were far ahead of the Allied forces, often by 10 years or more.
One of their war tactics used was called Blitzkrieg, which means lightning war. It was an innovative military technique used by the Nazi forces, which relied on a fast and powerful army. Blitzkrieg was based on light tank units supported by planes and infantry. The tactic was based on Alfred von Scheifele's plan. This was a doctrine formed during World War I that focused on a quick military victory. New technologies, namely dive bombers and light tanks, also improved the German army's maneuverability.
The Blitzkrieg tactic won Germany many victories, including Poland, Holland, Belgium, Denmark, Norway, and France. This tactic did not work when used against the Soviet Union due to their sub-zero conditions, Many of the German tanks were days behind the assaulting infantry positions instead of hours. When German infantry division attacked a Soviet defense, they were left stranded without tank or air support, usually leading to a horrible defeat. The Blitzkrieg was one of the reasons the Nazis lost the Eastern Front.
Similarly, when Hitler attempted to invade Britain, he was unable to use previous tactics and adopted a new plan, the Blitz. The Blitz was a series of heavy and frequent bombing raids carried out over Britain during the night. However, their tactics failed and the Germans lost, sparking a turning point in the war.